go woke or go broke. Look, there's many ways. We've talked about the woke agenda mostly when it comes to the cultural impact and the indoctrination of our kids in schools, right? That's what we've talked about. But woke has very practical negative impacts on the economy, on your budget, on mine. I mean, I'm just off the top of my head. Woke means you want to tax the rich and pay their fair share. All right, so that means raise taxes or keep taxes high. That will drive out investors from the state. Whether keep them from coming here or people who are here, they will move, or people who are here investing companies won't invest anymore in the companies. They might take it somewhere else in the state. The unions are part of woke. The extra cost of services and goods that unions provide raises your property taxes. The extra spending on all the welfare state and everything else raises what I call local inflation, or increases our cost of living. There are many ways that woke can cause us to go broke from an actual monetary point of view. But now it's even having the effect, and Rhode Island is living up to its billing again of when it comes to recessions, first in to the recession and last out. Here's a guy, a professor of economics at University of Rhode Island, Professor Leonard Lardaro. Really respect his work. He just put out his current conditions index, and he says, I now characterize Rhode Island's economy as teetering on a recession. He's basically saying we're one move away from being in it if we're not already in it. The biggest indicators, retail sales and total manufacturing orders, as he says here, have faltered. And our labor, I didn't even know this, our labor force has fallen yet again, another almost a full percent. That's the amount of people working or looking for work. We have so many people either leaving the state or not looking for work because they can just sit back and take the handouts from the welfare state. But we know a lot of students graduate and then they leave the state because the good jobs aren't here. For 15 consecutive months on a yearly basis, the labor force has fallen. That is a horrid sign. Now, a lower labor force, it's one of the deceiving and things about the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate is the number of unemployed workers compared to the labor force. But when the labor force goes down, right, or it's, it artificially lowers the unemployment rate. But if you take a real look at the unemployment rate, what it would have been if we were full labor force, our unemployment rate in the state would not be the 3% you see advertised. It would be closer to 6%. So a real warning here from Professor Len Ladaro about Rhode Island entering into a recession.